I'd like to talk a little bit about cover crops and how they can affect weed control. I'm standing here in one of our cover crop test fields, and this was wheat that we harvested beginning of July, baled the straw off, and then planted various cover crops. Over here on this side is where our control is, where we did not plant a cover crop. You can see here how weeds have grown up, winter annuals and so forth, because there was no cover crop to shade it out. Right here in the center is Charlotte, which is our triticale, tillage radish, and crimson clover. Now the radish has completely disappeared now. We still have the triticale and the crimson clover growing. But if you look down in here, you can see there's very few winter annuals even growing here. So you can see the effect that the cover crop had on weed suppression, let alone the fact that we're putting nitrogen here, and in this particular plot is also just the good effect that the triticale and the radish had, opening up the soil and so forth. Now up here on this side is where our homestead mix was planted, which is tillage sun hemp, sorghum Sudan grass, and the tillage radish. Now this all winter killed. Well, the sun hemp and the sorghum Sudan grass killed at the first frost, and then the tillage radish did over winter. So there's nothing growing here now. But you can see along here how there's no weeds either. So because of the 6 to 8 foot height that was in this last late summer, it suppressed the weeds from growing. Now one thing to note, when your main objective is weed control, you might want to bump up your seeding rates a little bit. And it does depend which mix you're planting and so forth, but maybe up to 50% higher if weed control is your main objective.